Alrighty, we are just 1 week away from Star Wars Celebration, which is going to be the time and place of the official debut of the teaser trailer by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one thing that a lot of people are really curious about and are very excited to see is, of course, the first set of footage of this film in the form of a teaser trailer and or a regular trailer, in order to really get a better understanding of the tone of this movie and exactly what J.J. Abrams aims to do in order to close the Skywalker saga forever. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to some of the shot descriptions of the upcoming teaser that will be revealed at Star Wars Celebration, this is where things begin to get very interesting indeed. Now, specifically, a description of Rey on board of the Millennium Falcon with Chewbacca, where it's described that Finn and Poe enter the cockpit and are standing behind Rey. It said that Rey delivers dialogue saying, "I'm going alone," to where Poe says to Rey, "No, we are coming with you." The next goes over Kylo Ren and his Knights of Ren standing on the edge of a cliff during a rainstorm with lightning striking in the background. It said that Kylo's saber is ignited and he is wearing a cape that is blowing in the wind. This is likely an extended sequence of what fans saw in Star Wars Episode 7. Another goes over into details of Rey, Finn, and Poe running through a marketplace with blaster fire traveling past them by stormtroopers. It said that Rey has her lightsaber ignited, where Poe and Finn are following her through tight alleyways. Additionally, glimpses of General Leia in the pilot's seat of a large Resistance cruiser. It's said to be a rear shot of Leia watching a large space battle take place in the distance inside of the Sledgehammer. Lastly, an up-close shot of what's described to be Rey and Kylo facing each other in anger with both lightsabers ignited. So I want to go over a couple of parts about this, and the reason as to why I think that this movie really is going to be quite a dark one in comparison to what we got in The Last Jedi. Now, of course, the original intention for Episode 8 was in order to make it the darkest film in the sequel trilogy. However, we do know that Episode 9 is going to have darker elements in certain parts of the movie than Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. And that, to me, speaks volumes, right? That tells me that J.J. Abrams really wants to explore, parts of the dark tones of a Star Wars movie. Again, like I say, this is J.J. Abrams returning from a more lighthearted movie, that of course being The Force Awakens. So now that J.J. is back, he probably wants to get his very own, actual, turns at doing something very interesting like this. So the first thing that I do want to go over that I think really stands out to me is the description of Kylo Ren and his Knights of Ren standing on the edge of a cliff during a major rainstorm with lightning striking in the background. Now, like I say, without a doubt, this connects to what we saw in Star Wars Episode 7's flashback and or flash forward scene. So, the thing here is this, a lot of people have always been wondering exactly what was the full story, what was really going on in Rey's Forceback vision when she saw Kylo Ren and the Knights of Ren in that rainstorm while Kylo was wearing his actual helmet. So, one would like to say that maybe J.J. Abrams is going to retcon that whole entire scene, where maybe originally it was supposed to be a flashback, where now it's going to be a flash forward since Kylo is going to have his helmet back in this movie. So, the other thing that I do want to go over that does interest me a lot has to do with this team effort in Star Wars, right? Something that we never got to see in the sequel trilogy between the three main characters, such as Rey, Finn, and Poe. So, this is a real lighthearted moment, I think, where we have Rey on board of the Millennium Falcon with Chewbacca, where it's described that Finn and Poe enter the cockpit and are standing behind Rey. And then that's where it's said that Rey delivers dialogue stating, "I'm going alone," where Poe eventually says, "No, we are coming with you." So, where are they going? Why does Rey want to go alone? Is this Rey going on a personal mission? Is this Rey visiting Kylo Ren? Or just the First Order or something like that? We're not quite sure. Nonetheless, we do know that this movie is going to have a lot of scenes where we have Rey, Poe, and Finn together, especially in the second and third acts of the movie. And honestly, guys, I couldn't be more happier about this. I think that this may very well make the characters be a whole lot more, I guess you could say, likable, if they're going to all spend time with each other, exchanging great dialogue and having these great experiences and doing these different adventures and quests and missions. Stuff like that we never got to see in the sequels that really felt out of place in comparison to what we got in the originals, right? In the originals, we got Han, Luke, and Leia doing their thing in every single movie right from the get-go. Whereas in the sequels, we only got this now starting in the last movie of this trilogy, which I find a little strange. Lastly, alright, the one that I really want to go over are the shot descriptions of General Leia inside of the Radish ship, or should I say the Sledgehammer, which is said to be a new resistance weapon of some kind that's in the form of an actual shuttle or ship that can rip through Star Destroyers as if they were toys, and the other one of which is where Rey and Kylo Ren are standing in front of each other as if they are very angry at each other with both lightsabers ignited. So let me know what you guys think about all of these different descriptions below in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.